Oh. Let there be peace and love among all beings of the universe. Let there be peace. Let there be peace. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaskar, Namaskar. Welcome to satsang. To my beloved Master, dearest Papaji, Master, when I am near you, all illusions fade away. Master, I have forgotten yesterday. Master, your love's so tender as I surrender through your grace. Master, self is mirrored in your dear face. The ego was always behind me, and to resist it, I would try. Now that at last I have found you, I can die to the I. Master, sublime presence, beyond stars, moon, sun. Master, you are the essence of the One. Master, divine trickster, your magic games have set us free. Master, now we live eternally. Asleep in a dream, I first saw you straightway, answered your call, then trembling I stood here before you. Radiant Master, you are all. And now, dear Master, since you inspired me, you have taken all my desires. Master, I am nothing, burnt in your fire, with undying gratitude for the peace, happiness, freedom you have given me through your grace. Papaji, I love you, your devoted daughter. Dear Papaji, when I ask myself, who am I, my mind starts to be busy with all kind of nonsense. Hamida, who's Hamida? Please come. I don't think you have ever asked this question. When I ask, my mind starts all kind of nonsense. Then I cannot, it is so hard work and I feel lost. I don't think you have ever asked the question. So I tell you how to ask the question now. And you have to ask only once. And if your mind is not quiet, you speak to me. But ask this question, how to ask. When I ask myself, okay? You ask to the self. Ask this question to the self. Who's asking? Mind. Mind has to ask the question to the self, direct the mind to the self and ask, who am I? Who am I? Simply say, who am I? What will happen? You're asking yourself, no? Ask the question directly, okay? Or another way, find out the source where the I is rising from. Who am I? Three letters, no? 3 words. Who, then am. Now, who am is not there, I is left, okay? Now, I, find out where does the I rise from. Where does the I is rising from? Don't meditate. Ask me if you are not quiet and tell me I am not quiet. Tell me.
I feel like when I start...
What do you say?
When I start to ask, or to look into...
No, when. I say do it. What do you mean by when? I say do it, find out the source of where the I is rising from, I. What do you mean by when and then? Do it. When you are hungry, you go to restaurant and food is in front of you. Do you say, when I eat? You simply go on gulping, isn't it? Do it now. Where is the source of I? I is coming, no? You said the word I. Where does it come from? Where did you bring forth this I?
I feel like...
First understand what I mean to ask you and what answer you have to reply. Ask this question, where the I is rising from? You have to reply me this now. If you have not understood, I will repeat again. 100 times I will repeat. Question has to be very clear so that you don't waste the time in reply. Don't speak when and then and what and but. Simply find out where I is rising from. As you have come, where do you come from?
From Italy.
Huh?
From Italy.
Okay, from Italy. You have come from Italy. And when you have to go back to Italy, you return from Lucknow and go back to Italy. Isn't it? You have come back to Italy. You know very well. Where do you come from, Italy? Roma, Florence. Where do
I'm
you?
from Como, from the very north.
Okay, you know that place, no? You know from where you come. Now, where the I is coming from? I came from Italy. Okay, where the I is coming from?
From here.
Okay, from here. I is coming from? Where did you say?
Here.
From here. Keep your hand there. Keep your hand there now. So I asked you, you found out, you asked the question, who am I? And you have found out the answer, I is coming from here. So long your hand is here, here. And then you say, what all nonsense. So find out. Nonsense is here, inside you. What nonsense do you find here? Keep your hand there and tell me what nonsense is here.
No, here there's no nonsense. The
Huh?
nonsense is here.
No, you're keeping here, not here. Is there any nonsense?
No, not now.
Huh?
Not now.
Not now, okay, not now. Not now, nonsense is not now. Why not now? What happened now? And you say, it's very hard and everywhere there's nonsense. I can't ask this question and you have asked this now. This is the place, and this is happiness and beauty. You keep your hand here. And tell me and find out and tell me, I promise you, if you have any nonsense, you tell me if I have got nonsense here. Are you nonsense? Huh? No. Then now keep away, keep like this, keep quiet here now. Keep quiet here. What difficulty is there now?
Nothing.
Huh?
Nothing. There's no difficulty.
No difficulty. Then why you say it's very hard and all those things? Because no one told you there. No one told you. Your parents didn't told you, and your priest did not tell you. They only spoke from here. And therefore, you were nonsense is here. No? and you are very wise here. No? This is happening. And now you remove the hand also. Now remove the hand. And now are you nonsense? Huh?
I don't know, maybe yes, maybe
No,
not.
maybe, no. I will tell you, maybe. I will tell you about what to do with the maybe. Because hand has got nothing to do. Acha, about maybe I will tell you. It was very difficult. Nonsense was all around nonsense, isn't it? And very hard for you to be wise, to be happy, to be at peace. Very difficult it was. Now it is here and now. And now you say maybe. Where the maybe will come from? You tell me now.
From the past.
Past. So whosoever is in the past, he is nonsense. Why do you go to past? Past means graveyard, isn't it?
Yes.
Past means graveyard. All those people who are dead, they are in the graveyard, isn't it? Why do you go to graveyard? Why? You are living, no?
Sure.
Why do you go? You want to go to graveyard. And this maybe word is graveyard, no?
Yeah.
Maybe is graveyard. And don't use the word maybe. And you are not in graveyard. Here and now you are happy. And this here and now is everywhere, you know. You can go anywhere. Only keep your hand here and see that I am here. I am not in the graveyard, and you go wherever you like.
Thank you.
Now is it hard? You tell me if it is hard, so that
What?
if it is hard, you tell me, I will remove the hardship. Tell me. It's very simple, very easy. To be happy is very easy, because to be unhappy, to be in tension, and to be worried, you have got to graveyard and pick up the worries in the graves only. And now you tell me I'm not happy. Tell me now.
Can't. I can't say.
Can't say. Yes. You speak from here. You can speak from here. Everybody, everyone speaks from here only. From here only. No one knows. If you know everything I'm doing from here, I'm seeing from here, I'm hearing from here, I'm speaking from here, then you are absolutely in happiness. Yeah. What's your name?
Hamida.
Hamida. This is your letter, Hamida. I've not read your letter. Is there any chance for me to keep quiet? You are always quiet. You are always quiet. How? Ask me. Yes. You are always quiet. I will tell you, always, everybody, every time is always quiet. How I tell you? When you speak anything, as you say, I am all kind of nonsense, you say, all kind of nonsense. And then it is very hard, all this work is very hard. Then you speak this thing, and then this work, nonsense. When you spoke this nonsense, before you spoke this word nonsense, where was it? Where was the word? Do you understand what I mean? Before speaking nonsense, before speaking any word, who were you?
In my mind.
Uh-huh.
In
Yes.
my mind.
Yes. And where was the mind?
Why there's no heart?
In the heart. And where was the heart?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So this was quiet or not?
Yeah.
So everything starts from quietness. And if you know this, everything starts from quietness, whatever you speak is quiet. Whatever you speak, if you know I am quiet, let anything that you speak is yet quiet, you see. But you have to speak from the heart. You do whatever you do, yet you are quiet. Some people, when they are sleeping, they speak, isn't it?
Yeah.
Have you heard? No.
Yeah.
They speak, but they do not know what they are speaking. They do not know what they are speaking. They don't know. So this tongue is speaking, everything, word is coming out, but they are not aware where this thing is coming from. So like this, you speak, like this man is speaking, this way you speak, not knowing what you are speaking. When the circumstances are there, you respond and speak. But you must know you are sleeping, always sleeping, and sleeping and speaking also, like this man. And some walk when they are sleeping, walking and sleeping together. You have heard? Somnambulance is called, what is it called? They walk, and one man was riding a horse. He used to ride a horse. And he didn't know that he used to ride a horse. He never knew. But he used to do, the owner cannot say, the man of the stable will not stop him. He is the owner. He will wake up at 12 o'clock in the night and return at 6 o'clock. 6 hours riding. And this man will wake up fresh and go to office. He doesn't know anything. Like this. What else you want? Since you are returning to Italy, you must return a different person. Yes, yes. Different person you must return, because everybody will know that you are coming from Lucknow, isn't it? Yes, yes. There was one girl, and she said, I am working in Florida and I have to go back soon for 3 days. I promised my officers, you give me leave for 3 days and I'll be back. So she was here, and her boyfriend left her at the airport. And this boyfriend never wanted her to go to India. There were a lot of trouble in India in those days. I never allowed her. So no, I have phoned up. In Lucknow there's no difficulty, and there are quite 500 people here in Lucknow in attending satsang. So I ascertained myself, there's no trouble, I'm going. So my boyfriend left me there, and when she went back, and he came here and he told me the story. It was me, I knew this girl, I am her friend for the last 7 years. And when she came, it was me who saw her off at the airport, and it was me who received her at the airport. And will you believe me, this is not the tradition, this is not the custom in the West to prostrate at the airport. No custom, no one ever has done. Only kissing is allowed. Kissing, hugging, that's allowed, accepted. Not even, I have not seen even this thing. I have not seen, except those people who come to receive me, they only join the hands, otherwise I don't see. But this man said, seeing her, I had to lie down flat in front of her, and I kissed her feet. Everybody was looking. But I didn't do myself. It just happened. She was so beautiful, I looked that she's an angel. She looked like angel, and I had prostrated before her. Now I came here. She didn't speak to me. She didn't speak to me at all. But I smelt her face. What she has brought from satsang in Lucknow. Therefore I say, you must go in a very special, very special shape, so that you may help your family, friends, people of your city, and perhaps the country also. One man is quite enough. Good. And then what do you ask for? What do you mean by Hamida? Can you? I would say, that's how you ask. What do you mean by Hamida?
You said the meaning of my name. You said the meaning of my name. It's
Yes.
It's one of the name of Allah.
What up?
It's one of the Allah name.
Name of Allah.
Allah.
Same, no, I was coming here, I was telling you this thing. Thank you. Sit down here, sit down.
Papaji, may I come up? May I come up?
Wait, let me see this. Left on Sunday. Tonight I leave for Delhi and then London. As I sit here, the oceanic presence of your love is exploding all over me. The precious gift that I have received from your wisdom will be here forever. I love you, Papaji. I am free. Papaji, I am free. I am grateful for this freedom. From your lover. So, we? What is this name?
We.
We? Who's we? We. We. Come here, please, come here. Oh, we, so you are from?
Denmark.
Denmark, it's very good. Beloved, 15/3/93. If you were here the first time as a seeker of truth, what question would you ask? Very good, huh? Very good. Very good. Very nice, I tell you.
It's my first day.
I will ask you, I will tell you how I would ask, and then you want to ask on yourself what you have to ask, or you are asking me?
I ask you.
Okay. Suppose you are walking in the forest. In Denmark you have lot of forests, no? Okay. In the forest you saw one cave. One cave is there, and you are curious what is in the cave. And in the cave, when you entered, slowly and slowly you entered into the cave, and there is one lion seated in the cave. Lion. Lion is seated in the cave. And what question you will ask him? will be your question? What will be your question? What will be your question? Sir, my dear lion. What is your name?
I have no question.
What question? Tell me what question. Now lion is in front of you and you are in front of the lion. What question you will ask him now?
I'm more like take care.
Huh?
Take care.
No. It is not you to take care, it will be he to take care of you. What care you will take? What care will you take? What care? Will you caress? Will you caress? Will you caress his head? What will you do? Will you comb his hair? What will you do? You said, I will take care. What care? He will take care of you. He will not give you time. He is already hungry, very hungry. God sent Danish young boy. God sent good food, good breakfast in the morning.
Okay, I have no question.
Huh?
I have no question.
You are not? Yes.
Thank you.
It's better to keep quiet. And then it's better to keep quiet, as the lion will take care of a person, the invader in the cave, the teacher will take care of you. He will devour your ego, you know that. From the ego the questions will arise. You simply sit in the satsang. It doesn't mean questions, you see. Sit quiet in front of the teacher. He will take care of you. It's better not to ask any question. The teacher knows what question, why you have come here. You have come for satsang. Teacher knows very well. Otherwise, there are many other places of making fun. Many beaches are there, many things are there, and you have rejected everything and you have come here. It's the responsibility of the teacher to take care of you, more than parents. Parents destroy you, know. And priests also destroy you. How the parents destroy you? Because they will give you your relationships. He is your uncle and he is your grandfather and he is so and so. He multiplies your relationships with the world, so he destroys you. Then the priest introduces you to some fictions, you see. He tells you, go to the church, and if you don't, you go to hell. If you do, you go to heaven, but after death. After death, he says, who has seen after death? One is in the hell or heaven. But satsang will give you happiness here and now. No promise after death. Why not here? If it is happiness, you have to get here and now. Therefore, my dear young boy, it's better keep quiet, and your everything will disappear by itself.
Thank you.
So I'm very happy. You are here from Denmark. Many people have come from Denmark. Perhaps you knew some of them. Okay. Very nice. Sit down here. If any question arises, speak up to me. I can resolve your question. Sit here. If any question comes, please ask. Right or not? Yeah. I'm very happy. This is the right age that you have come here. You are very lucky. Youth is excellent age, young age, and search for freedom. You are very lucky. Dear Papaji, I am fortunate in having come to Lucknow and sit in satsang with you. However, I have been postponing communicating with you as my time here is coming to an end. I can't postpone any longer. May I come up close to you and possibly receive a new name? With love from Jackie. Who is Jackie? Satsang house. Very good, 250. You are from?
From England.
From?
London.
London? Very, very good. When did you come here?
February the 13th. And went to Rishikesh for a week last.
I see. I have been postponing this communicating with you. So have you come close to me?
Yes.
How close? How close? How close?
Closer than I've been before. Closer than before.
No, still closer. You have to be still closer. Not this. I don't mean this closing up. I don't mean this closing up. This closing up you might have seen many times. I don't mean this closing up. I tell you, for the first time, one very close up, you see. One very close up you have never heard before, where no one else will be there except me. No one else. Now find out which it is going to be. What? Closing up bodies, it is not there because that is only for few hours. Few hours, maybe few days, that's all. Finish, vanish. It's not close up. Even everybody, let it be close up. When you sleep, that close up finishes, no? Then you go alone somewhere, no, you don't tell. So this is going to be close up. Where do you run away? Someone is lying next to you in the apartment, in the same bed, and you run away when you sleep. Do you carry anyone with you?
No.
No, you can't. So this close up, physical close up, is of no use. And now for the mental close up. Also of no use. Mental close up means thinking about people in love or hate. That also when you sleep, you don't have any mind also. So further close up, senses, close up of the senses also. You don't say any senses also. Not sensual close up, nor mental close up, nor physical close up. What is this close up? Where will you go now? Inside, outside is the body, then the senses, then the objects. So objects are not different than the body. Body must be there to see the object, isn't it? And then the senses must be there to see, to taste, touch, smell, or taste. This is all. And that without these you can't see the objects. So from object is not different than the body, and body is not different than the senses. And then now mind. What is the mind? There must be mind to act through the senses. So the senses are not different than the mind. Now the mind left you getting close, you see. Object to body, body to senses, senses to mind. After the mind, still closer, intellect. Because you need intellect to decide, I am thinking this about this person, is it a good thinking or not good thinking? You are deciding. So decision is higher than the mind also. Now, still closer. Now this decision also, sometimes is faulty decision. I could not decide properly. So which is this, which is higher than the decision? Intellect. What is this? Atman, soul, Atman call it. Atman actually has no translation in English. They call it soul. It's not soul. It's Atman or Jiva, you call it. Jiva is still close up. Still close up, and now you are returning to this thing. Still you want to close up, you see. Where do you come from? You are aware of everything. These things you are aware. You are aware of objects, aware of body, aware of senses, aware of mind, aware of intellect, and even aware of Atman, what you are singing. So you are something beyond. So this is the closest. And that you have to experience, not listen to me from me. You must go alongside, and then you will find this is what I am. That's all. This is most closer. All the rest will vanish someday or the other. And here is peace, and here is love, and here is beauty, and nowhere else in the world. Anything that fades tomorrow is not beautiful. Do you get it? What's your name?
Jackie.
Jackie. Where do you pick up this card?
And in Omkarananda Ashram in Rishikesh.
In Rishikesh. Yes. They have not published, no, it's available. Up the hill, no? On the hill, no? The Omkarananda Ashram.
It's by the bridge, by the arch.
On the hill, no? On the hill.
Yes.
On the mountains, you see this. Have you gone to his ashram in Switzerland?
No.
They have an ashram in Switzerland, no? So you want a name also, no? Okay. Since you have picked up this calendar, do you know what's the meaning? This is called eternal love. Eternal love. Eternal love. So this is, I give you the same name. You can keep this and study this thing. Study this thing. What I am speaking, exactly the same meaning you see. How close you can become. You start from bottom and go up to top and see. And you will not know who's who. Even the feet you can see.
Yes.
Yeah. You've seen, no?
Yes.
Therefore you like this, no?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Sitting assistant, yes. You know her name? You know this girl's name? Picked up. And this boy? This is the boyfriend of this girlfriend. You see. Okay. Eternal boyfriend. Yeah. Yes. So much so, you can see the hands. 2 hands are different and 2 feet are different. You see? Did you look before?
Yes, I did.
Okay, okay, so. Chalo. This is your name and this is the name of this girl also. Eternal girl. Yeah, okay. There. Sit down there. Beloved Papaji, last night I had a very vivid dream. In the dream I went to visit my brothers and my sisters. They lived in a very posh house and had every material comfort that could be hoped for. But what I saw was their unhappiness, their despair, their sufferings. I then realized that no one had ever told them that there was another choice, that they could step out of this shit they were living in and never look back. I came out of this dream feeling very happy. I am going to tell the whole world of this simple miracle that I have learnt in Lucknow. I love you, Moo. I am going to Ma and Goa to visit friends for 2 weeks. Can I have lunch with you today? Moo. Who's Moo?
Here, Papa.
Huh? Oh yes, you are welcome. Okay. Moo's from. You are from?
From Vancouver, Canada.
Vancouver, yes. Moo's from Vancouver name?
Like more Japanese name. Moo.
Japanese, yes. Moo is Japanese name. Okay. May I meet you privately? Okay, after satsang? After satsang? Finish. Beloved Papaji, I can't seem to hang on to questions long enough to present it to you. So instead I am asking for a new name and just to sit at your feet for a few moments with love